Mr. Tomotover loves training his brain by memorizing poems while walking his dog near the blue house. Would you like me to recite some passages? How about this one for you? All the world's a stage. Aari hears Mr. Tomotover's words every day and mimics his lines. All the world's a stage. All the world's a stage. All the world's a stage. Miss Babarif, who used to be a theater dancer, teaches Aari how to be on a stage. You must focus on the lines, not the audience. Okay, let's do it again. Kate's obedience speech. Miss Monic has a magical sewing machine and makes a school bag with a carp fish stitch for Aari. Everybody needs a good satchel. Aari watched Miss Monic's fast hand movements and various colors of fabric moving in and out of the string holding needle's eye. Miss Minkler wakes up in the morning to take care of her flower garden. In her garden, early in the spring, surprising hellos are heard from crocuses. This cascades into the blooming of yellow daffodils and strongly colored tulips. Aari, my secret is perennials. From summer to autumn, Miss Babarif, Miss Monic, and Miss Minkler would tend the flowers together. Purple irises would come and bloom while big wild colored flowers of peonies are taking over the garden, as if someone had planned them omnisciently. When the sun sets, Miss Monic would make beautiful flower arrangements with summer flowers and bring them to the dinner table. When that happens, Aari knows that the dinner will be full of wonderful stories and we would play Huatu card games or watch Anna Karenina movies all night long. Aari remembers this feeling of being loved. It was a Catholic church where she met for the first time a softly speaking and gently smiling adult covered with long white and black cloth. People called her Sister Stella. There, Aari had an urge wanting to call her Mom. Now, promise me that you are going to be a good person, says Sister Stella to a small group of children surrounding her. She would hold her pinky finger towards Aari, and Aari promised. By and by, over 12 years of living in the blue house with Miss Babarif and her neighbors, Aari now learns to raise her head up and now bask in the friendship of the dove, the owl, the horse, the hen, the bull, the penguin, and the confident elephant. It was the right time for Aari to leave Miss Babarif's house. Mr. Captain, who taught English to Aari, gifted an old bicycle that his daughter used to ride. Don't forget to wear a helmet and oil it from time to time and check the tire pressure. Rain or shine, breezy or stormy, Aari rides her bike. She pedals and pedals, and she is on her way. Thank you, she calls skywards. You're welcome, Miss Babari whispers earthwards. Aari recites poems while pedaling over the roads, sometimes smooth or rough, sometimes alone or accompanied, sometimes overexciting big dips and fearful curves, sometimes against or with the wind. Aari greets horses near a barn, morning glories on the roadside, blackbirds on tree branches in the arboretum, cardinals in their nest, and 13 sun-facing trees near a dormitory. Aari has just begun her bicycle adventures into the wonderful ways of the world. Hooray! That's what I call Arirang. This space is for the title of your Arirang story and a possible Arirang word of your own. Title, your own word. A 50-word summary. A young girl, Aari, is adopted by a lady who lost her only child. They together care for each other day by day. Aari stumbles forward from a corner and encounters the magical ways of the world through human love and through her inquisitive adventures with nature. Key words: reciprocal, sustainable relationship, Arirang-like, coming of age adventure, love and human kindness, artful stewardship of personhood and nature, honesty and responsibility, an acknowledgement and a disclaimer. This material is based upon humanizing science through STEM and the arts, STEAM, challenges, and critical friends peer mentoring, supported by an ISU Miller Open Education mini grant, as well as ISU College of Human Sciences Innovative Technology grant. Any topics, opinions, stories, fictional characters, or values expressed in this material are those of the author and do not necessarily reflect the views of the funding units. Acknowledgements. First of all, I am thankful to each of the 51 future elementary teachers class of 2021 who wrote a short story as a part of a Giving Back Open Educational Resources OER activity during the COVID-19 pandemic. Our stories were meant to be a fictional children's book, yet our creations form such beautiful fragments of what we might have experienced as real. My gratitude goes to the illustrator, Anastasia, for her creative mind, openness, and responsiveness. During our 6-month journey, it was such a joy to encode our visual brains. I cherish our collaboration, sketches, and the endless revisions here and there, and the conversational back and forth. I am grateful to the multilingual, multicultural women leaders at Iowa State University, ISU, with whom I participated in a panel session at the 2020 ICE Core Conference. We all came from different backgrounds, culturally, socially, and linguistically, and we eventually gelled. Our initial struggles and understandings about each other were ever more precious, partially because that was followed by the pandemic lockdown. A special thank you goes to Dr. Carmen Gomes, whose professional journey, together with mine, was mapped through a personal principle and habits lens. I owe a great debt to my office suite mate, Dr. Linda Lin, and my mentors, Dr. Jose Rosa and Patricia Arle, for their generosity with time, wisdom, and insights. I am grateful for the participatory learning with the ISU faculty, Peace Learning Community members for their critical friendship, intellectual intensity and depth, and forthrightness in dialogical encounters on various topics, concepts, and events. I thank Drs. Yolanda Sanders, Michael W. Bowman, and Noreen N. Rodriguez, who opened my eyes through their scholarship, actions, and dedication by including diverse voices and initiating various programs, Mission Inclusion, Friday Films, and Lunch and Learn. Noreen, your mother's persimmons and a care package tasted just like my mother's. I owe a great debt to Dr. Dennis Ross, a poet and a physicist, and Suzanne Lazila, the one who started the Iowa House idea and preserved. Thank you so much for your poems and the Golden Bell, your encouragement, friendship, and honesty. I am also grateful to Drs. Suman Lee and Soon Uk for their unconditional, positive regards and all the home-cooked Thanksgiving and Christmas meals we had together. A big whispering thank you to all the countless wise and honorable strangers whom I met only once, but whose words and actions have become part of my ways of being. Finally, thank you Ela, Tamara, and John who practice making other people's lives peaceful and thriving. Dr. E.J. Bong is a daughter, a teacher, educator, and an associate professor at Iowa State University, where she has taught since 2008.